Hey y'all, I'm Jessica with Crossworded, and I'm really happy you're here today because I'm going to give you a writing tip that I think is going to help a lot of people. And that tip is for dealing with writer's block. Now, if you're new here, I'm Jessica Cross and I run crossworded.com where I write about written communications. Now, I have been writing for 15 years covering a variety of topics in a variety of fields. I've been a journalist, I've been in copywriting and business communications, so I've developed quite an arsenal for getting through obstacles like writer's block. Now this tip, this video is kind of a companion to a longer series that we're doing over at crossworded.com. This month I've called How I Write September because I'm detailing a lot of my writing processes and some of my tips for working through these obstacles. So I hope you'll join me over there. But for now, and without further ado, my number one tip for working with writer's block is so simple. Grab a pen or a pencil and paper and write by hand. Now, this tip has gotten me out of a jam probably 99% of the time. I would say there's probably no panacea to get you unstuck. But just knowing what works for you is really significant. And this is something that works for me. And here's why I think it works. There's a lot of research around the kinesthetic experience of handwriting versus typing. I think that in that typing process, something is really lost. And just from a hands-on perspective, handwriting is a kinesthetic experience that gets your cognitive brain moving. So it can really help you get unstuck if you're feeling stuck. Now, a lot of professional writers will tell you, give yourself permission to write garbage, write a crappy first draft. And I always run across that stuff and I think, that's cute. But what if that doesn't work for you? Here's the thing. If you're like me, I'm a big picture thinker. So I think in whole concepts, big pieces, usually from start to finish. I've envisioned what I'm going to say. And of course, I delete things or move things around or include additional information as I go, but the basic building blocks are already there. So if you're struggling with the concept to begin with and you don't know where to start, your mind is blank, I would just say that's a good thing to keep in mind, but I would go so far as to say give yourself permission to write nonsense. And I don't mean sit there and doodle for an hour. That's a distraction. What we're really trying to do is kind of get unjammed so that you can write, so that you can work. So I don't care if you sit down and recite the Pledge of Allegiance. I don't care if you write the first word that comes to your mind and then the next and then the next and the next. Now, here's the thing. Those words don't necessarily have to go together, right? There can be no logical flow. Doesn't have to be a discernible sentence structure. When you're done, tear out the page, throw it away, and write what comes to the real work that comes to mind. And if in this process it's not flowing for you, you might not be able to write that day, and that's okay. But give it a try and stick with it for 15-20 minutes and see if it helps you get unstuck. Because sometimes a lot of it is just a matter of perfectionism, or maybe you're tired, and clearing the clutter can really help. Taking the pressure off can really help. So that is my tip for you. I hope that it helps you. Join us at crossworded.com because I'm going over a lot of these types of tips this month. So I hope you'll join me and I hope that this helps. If you like this video, give it a quick thumbs up. Click the subscription notification bell below to sign up for updates. Thank you for joining me today, and I look forward to seeing you next time.